Hello friends, hope you all are okay. My name is Rahul Mittal and today's video we will learn how to create database in MySQL Workbench using SQL queries. Friends, in my first video, I show you that how can we create database manually. I will provide the link in the description. You can watch it. So let's continue with the current topic. So for creating database in MySQL Workbench, we need to follow some steps. First of all, we need a connection. Then we need to create schema. After that, we need to create table and provide the column names. And in the last, we will provide the input. Friends, I just want to create this type of small table just to show you that how can we create database using SQL queries. So let's start. So first of all, we need a connection. For creating a new connection, you can just click on this plus icon and you can provide your connection name. I already created my connection, so I will just continue with it. So I'm just double clicking here and provide my root password and click on OK. So let's start. How first of all we need to create a schema. Before that, I just need to update that create connection. That is done. The second step is to create schema. So for that we need to write create command. So please look properly so that you can learn. So I will write create okay, create schema, schema, and provide your schema name. So here I will provide schema name as employee detail, employee, employee, and I will execute this command by select and click here. Now in the bottom you can see that it is a green tick and my schema created. For just in a navigation section, just select any of the schema or just to right click and refresh all. Now you can see here employee schema created. So I have done with the step 2. I have completed and I will write done. Now my third step is to create table and create columns. So see how can we do this? What will we do? We will write create command for table. So let's see. Create table. Now here we will provide schema table in which schema? So I this is schema dot, here I will provide my table name. Here I will provide my table name and my table name is employee detail, employee DETAI details, and I will use small bracket, and after that I will provide my column names. So what will be my first column name? As per this data, my column name is employee ID, first name, last name, and salary. So my first is employee ID, EMPID. This employee ID is integer type. So I will write int and it should be not null. So I will write not null. I will use comma. My next column name is first name. So I will write FIR first name. This is my var character, so I will write var char and I will provide the length of the var character, just an example of 100, and it can be null, so I can write null, comma. My third column name is last name, so I will write last name. It is also a var character of length 100 and it can be null, and my last column name is salary. S-A-L-A-R-Y, salary. It can be null, no, it is integer type, and it can be null. Friends, in the last we will provide the primary key, and that primary key should be not null. So in my this query, my employee id is not null, so I will provide employee id as a primary key. You can use first name, last name, or salary, anything as a primary key as per your required, but be remember that whatever you selected as a primary key should be not null. So I will provide primary key as primary, primary key in a bracket. I will provide employee ID as a primary key here. So I just copy it and paste here. I will close the bracket. Now, now I will run this. Select and click on this icon for execute. You can see that green tick is here. That means my query is correct and it executed. For check that is this giving the right answer, we will click on that schema and just refresh all. And now we will open this. Click here. Now you can see my employee details are here. My columns are created. To check that my column name, just click on this icon now. Here employee ID, first name, last name, and salary. It is executing fine. Now what we will do, our third step is to provide input data in our columns. So in my Word file, I just complete is that done. So the last step is to in step 5 we need to provide input. So friends, I will provide this type of input in my database. So let's see. So providing input, what will we do? We will provide insert into command we will use. So see how can we do this. Insert into your schema name dot table name. So I just copy it and paste here in use bracket and provide your all column names. So my first column name is my employee ID. So I just copy it, paste here, comma. My second is my first name. Second column name is first name. I just copy paste, comma. My third column name is my last name. Just copy paste here, comma. And my last column name is salary. So I just copy paste here and close the bracket. And next step is to provide values, value value in bracket. Now we will provide each and every column value. So here we will write 1, comma, in first name, for example we will give okay Rahul, comma, third last name Mittal, comma, and we will provide the salary. Okay, we just check that this first insert into value comes in our database or not. So for check we will just copy and run this. Here it is showing a green tick. Just refresh the page, navigation section, and click on this C. In a employee ID 1, in first name Rahul, last name Mittal, and salary. Now we will provide more input values. So for this we'll just copy the same line and paste 2-3 times. Okay, control Z, control Z. Okay, yes, just to enter and again enter. So we will just change the name values here to just 2, In name I will write Richa. Name we will write Goyal. Salary would be this. In the third data I will provide Suraj Patil. In the fourth data I will provide this input data like Sneha, provide Singh. Similarly, I will put one more line and provide the fifth data, and it should be Pankaj. Pankaj Srivastava. So now what will we do? We will just execute the new data. See, in my bottom, all are showing in a green color. Just to refresh the table by selecting and refresh all, and just to open it. Now friends, you can see that my all the data are reflecting in my database. So now what will we do? We will execute some queries and check that they are giving the right answer or not. So what we can do, we can just first query we can run to calculate the entire salary. So for this we can run select 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 sum salary from employee name dot table name. And what will we do? We just run this. The total sum is 1,50,000. Okay, and that means it is run properly. Uh, now, what we do next? We will execute one more query like select minimum salary from. Uh, Now we are finding minimum salary from the table, so it should give 10,000. So what will I do? I will just select it and run it. See, it is showing 10,000. That means it is showing the right answer. Now in the minimum you can just write maximum, and it should give 50,000. See, 50,000. That means we whatever we have created and executed are giving the right answer.
So friends, if you think this is a useful video for you, then please like and share with your friends, and also subscribe my channel. You can also mail me your issues. My mail ID in the description box, and you can also connect with me on Facebook and Twitter. Till then, keep practicing and have a great day. Thank you.